Hi, my name's Kelsey Caldwell, and my family and I are on day 33. I think it's day 33. I feel like I'm starting to lose count. I have to count on my fingers every time I start a video. And today and yesterday we had another big shift in our family. So far, and it's related to that whole kids at home with school, right? So far, for a couple weeks now, I've been working at home full-time remotely. My husband is a full-time college student, but his college extended his spring break. So he's been able to help with the kids' schooling stuff at home. But yesterday he started school again full-time. So yesterday was our first day doing full-time adult, work school schedules on top of trying to be like homeschool parents full-time for 3 kids. And so it was crunchy, man. It was a little chaotic. It was a little nuts. We're trying to figure out how to support each other so we can do our jobs and our school, but so that the kids are also kind of doing their school and what things are the biggest priority. And oh, by the way, people need to get fed in the middle of all of that. And it was a crazy day. My acute frustrations were definitely around just trying to figure out how to pull that off with 5 people in the house, all trying to do full-time things, and the kids need our support. My other frustrations were, I know teachers are still trying to figure things out. For me on the parenting side, my 4th grader has at least 3 or more portals he's logging into to try to understand what he needs. A snag less for my 3rd grader. For my 2nd grader, multiple portals again, and some of them are different. Like they all have kind of some different unique ones. So as a parent, it's been really hard for me to figure out what we need to do. I also have been trying to be really gracious with myself, like, hey, we're not the only family going through these challenges. I don't have to be the perfect homeschool parent in the middle of all of this craziness. I also have a background. For 5 years I was a teacher. So man, my hearts are going out to them too. You spend a huge chunk of time in your summer and on your vacations structuring and getting things planned out for your classroom. And you really have a lot of great teachers have kind of the whole year structured and planned. And so all that planning and work that they had put in for my kids now has kind of totally shifted. Some of that planning has gone down the toilet. Now they got to figure out, how do I do that differently? So today my heart is going out to teachers. I know I'm hearing a lot of maybe not very kind things towards teachers and schools and school districts right now, and how that's all going down. And I get some of that. I get the frustration. I'm feeling the frustration of very little time as it is with both of us being full-time now. And of that time, I don't really have hours to just figure it out so that I can help direct the kids to even get started. So I get the frustration, but I think, again, I've used this word over and over, grace, right? I mean, grace for ourselves as parents. If my kid doesn't do every assignment, if my kid doesn't whatever, we've kind of also just integrated reading at home, things I know my kids can just kind of do. I've got Hooked on Phonics for the 2nd grader, and the 3rd and 4th grader read books, and things I know they can jump into and go for right away. Let's start writing a story. As a parent, if I'm doing some of those things, and if some days none of that happens and they're not getting onto all their portal stuff, cool, that's fine. And a lot of grace for our educators. They're not on vacation, and they probably didn't get spring break off. They probably spent their entire spring break, which they would normally get off, trying to plan how to do things remotely for their students. A lot of our teachers are not technology experts. That's not what their degree's in. That might not be where their expertise is. Their expertise is really observing and understanding and teaching children in a classroom, in a live environment. So this is a huge shift and change for them too. So lots of grace for them. Open communication, right? Just making sure you're sharing with your teachers. I'm getting ready to send an email today to just let them know, here's what we are doing. Here's what we've been struggling to get accomplished. here's what's hard for us as a family. Here's where we've been able to get on board as a family, and just being open and honest about what we can and can't accomplish as a family. And I think teachers are understanding of that right now. And I think we as parents need to be understanding of them. So this is just my day 33 recap of all 5 of us are full-time right now, whether it's working remote or being a full-time student. And it's been another big shift for us this week. My husband and I definitely had a moment last night where we're like, whew, that was crunchy. We need to figure out how to do that a little bit better the next day. So be gracious to yourself as at-home homeschool parents now. Be gracious to your kids, and please be gracious to your teachers.